Boosh! Let my name echo in song! A burst of flavor!
Let's begin. Stay cool. Face your gift.
Strike a pose! Attack across it! Let me weave you a verse. Let the world collide! Truth on the loose!
One now. Yeah!
Off to the freezer! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter! Let my name echo in song!
Let's begin. Have a safe trip.
A burst of flavor! Shower me with praise! Know my sword! Let me read you a verse. Let the world collide!
Now. No backup, huh? Fun by me. This will get a little chilly.
A dash of frosting! Strike a pose! Off to the freezer!
Let's begin.
Happy to oblige! Shower me with a dash of frosting! Truth on the loose! Time to shine! Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
Take my breath. Have a safe trip. A moment, please.
To the freezer! Let my name echo in song! The pinnacle of excellence! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
My way now. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Strike a pose! Know my sword! Good girl. Listen to the doctor. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you feeling? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like she's gotten way braver over the last few years, huh? Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler, I'm sure you've gained a lot of experience and grown as a person.
I'm doing all right. What about you, Nahida?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I'm a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. But please don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we've prepared as well as we can. I believe in everyone. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live, but knowing when to rely on one's companions is also a form of great wisdom. I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter beast.
Me too. With the constant traveling,
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top floor.
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense to you of all people.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed now.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust, where you know we have your back. And we feel exactly the same way around you. That's what it means to be friends.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question. We were working in tandem, after all.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy day for both of us.
When work ends, you clock out. No looking back.
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me take a look.
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the strategies we ended up using.
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my duty.
Was it like this last time, too?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared as we are this time.
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You're often the one who initiates these things, you know.
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument! Anyway, at least I showed up this time. So, what do you think?
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off for it.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru, you displayed a remarkable sense of responsibility in the face of disaster.
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up if we hadn't gotten control of the situation. So, do you think this is what impending disaster looks like? The sky is so clear, and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air.
Awful things happen all the time. Sometimes people can stop them, and sometimes they can't. What you and I have done is increase our chances of stopping this one.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. Oh, nothing. It's nothing. I hope everything works out tomorrow.
It will. As long as we stick to the plan, our chances of success are good.
It's really strange. You're my junior, yet you always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
Ugh. Walked right into that one, didn't I?
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow.
Good. Is everything ready?
As much as possible.
That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water.
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water. In which case, I'll have the juice.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty at a time like this?
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah, I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred, but I couldn't bear to leave it behind in Gandharvaville.
The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay, but it just still feels strange to me. Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
I know the feeling well. That same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, you have some already.
I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else?
Very well, very well. I shall be off then.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two. And that sense of dissonance is difficult to get used to.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes. Makes me feel a little childish.
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over. Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that the same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it wasn't their fault. I was the same. But it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive. It's a big change from how you used to be.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms. It's time you see—
Yeah, Sumiro is my home, and it's so important to me. I have to protect it. No, I will protect it.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spontamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? Ugh, my arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere.
Madame Farazan, why are you... Here, Let me take them off your hands.
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now instead.
Please, try to relax, Madame Farazan. Your nerves are starting to get the better of you.
I know, I know.
Blazing light!
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think.
Please, try to relax.
I know.
Something on your mind, Miss Nefer?
Nothing in particular. It's just... right now, the future feels strange and unfamiliar.
But the future has not yet arrived. How can you say how it feels?
Some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain blissfully unaware. Each group is imagining an entirely different future while walking towards the same one. But when they get there, they'll still find they feel differently about it. People are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances create people with different perspectives.
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to be a particularly incisive one.
Even at the height of the crisis in Nodcry, people held diverging opinions. But things are different this time.
Indeed. Regardless of faith, gender, wealth, skin color, or eye color, everyone in Sumeru knows what will happen tomorrow.
The world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds, a moment of unprecedented unity and equality is about to take place. It's fascinating. If only my...
Era. To me, that term represents a much greater span of time.
Do angels even feel fear?
Yes, at least I do. I fear the gap that grows wider with each passing day, and the never-ending flow of time. Time renders all memories insignificant, and reduces all splendor to nothing. But those memories are the one thing I do not want to lose.
You're very human in that regard.
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of awareness, and we fall to the earth. After spending so long among humans, I have lost much of my former glory.
Maybe that's a good thing. You're more human than some humans are.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations. I suppose that makes us good case studies for comparison.
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. After comparing the two of us, it was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most people pursue glory and guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. It doesn't sound so bad, does it? Look at the time. I should head back. I'm so sorry. I was in a hurry and didn't look where I was going. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Wait. You're...
Have we met?
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths.
Oh. Your hat?
You recognize me?
The clue's in the name. Mr. Hat Guy.
Fair point.
It's getting pretty late. What?
I could ask you the same question. If I'm not mistaken, all the workload for the Ratawa Archon wrapped up a good while ago.
Well, I have something of a background in Satyavada life, so I was helping the Dendro Archon make some preparations. But I must have lost track of time.
Did you find the experience enlightening at all?
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did sense some profound truths. But they also brought a lot of suffering with them. I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating, though I have no idea why. Sorry. I hope I'm not scaring you.
Not at all. It just proves you're very accomplished in your research. Good night. I wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow. I could really do with a stiff drink.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer. How nostalgic.
Lord Sangama Bay. Came to get some fresh air too, did ya?
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stopped.
No, really? I'll take 2. Any chance of a friends and family discount?
I knew you'd ask that. And I'm afraid to say that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay. Does this mean you've made a fortune in Notcry?
Nope. Turns out it's not that easy to turn a profit there. I even ran some assorted losses. But anyway, that has nothing to do with why I wanted to give you and Dia a small gift. Remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month? That was transporting my goods!
No way! I had no idea that was your shipment. Explains the, eclectic mix of goods, though.
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years. The shelters you funded especially have made life a little easier for the children and the elderly.
Wait, how did you know about that? Oh, I see. Nefer told you, didn't she? That pesky lady. Aren't intel brokers at least supposed to charge for divulging people's secrets?
She and Candace go with.
Sure, but why why did they have to be things about me?
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a generous person you truly are.
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home. Just because we can tell what kind of person you are doesn't mean everyone else can.
Well, maybe her intentions were partly good, but I don't think that's the full story. I'm sure she enjoyed knowing how much it would annoy me. I'm telling you, Nefer's got a mean streak.
Definitely with you on that. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My heart is filled with a mix of anger and hope.
Anger. You know, being able to get angry is a good thing. It shows that you're in touch with the real world, and that you have the passion to pursue something you believe in.
My lady, what are you doing out here?
Just taking a walk to clear my head, and look where I ended up. Were you praying just now?
Yes, Miss Dunyarzad. Would you like to join us?
Come on, it's fine. She won't mind who you pray to.
Oh, then sure.
I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad. You visited my shop before. If I recall correctly, the god you worship is the Dendro Archon, correct?
That's right. She is such a gentle and kind god. But to me, she is more than just a god I worship. I see her more as a friend. And so do many others. She's not some almighty god who reigns on high, but a genuine friend.
Agreed. She's a wise teacher and a good friend.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation. Everyone's aware that tomorrow's battle is one that ordinary people can join too. Oh, it makes me glad.
You've grown so much.
Oh, a compliment? Ooh, more please. Thank you.
My lady, you've always been a remarkably strong and ambitious person. It's indisputable. And that's not just a compliment. What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may not be entirely the same, but we both wish for the same thing.
I pray that everyone will rise to the challenges ahead and return safe and sound.
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
Good night. I wish you all.
Thank you, sir.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage, no matter how glorious, can compare to true beauty.
Dendro Archon, what is on your mind?
I was wondering, whose counsel I should seek?
What kind of questions?
So many. More than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. But the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail. And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will...
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree.
Nahida! We're here! Just in time. The preparations are almost complete.
Ready when you are. We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast! I thought I'd get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete. As discussed during our meeting...
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more extreme, and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence as long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds. Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru. Merge it with the Akasha.
Every person?
Yes. Everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes. But this time, the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. But with it already being thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it. Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready. the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Stop. Please stop. End this transformation.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing!
Great.
What a display of true courage! The courage to think and the courage to act! I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing. Gods.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks to you were we able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dotori possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with you?
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift? Asking for it back, are you?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him. And a lot of Mora.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now.
Bukan pantauan. Oh iya, pantauan tuh rekreator ya. Udah bingung ke-9. Udah ke spoiler tapi masih oke lah. Ganteng banget. Foto dulu nggak sih? Foto dulu.
Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Ermin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radicalism?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly.
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It was an easy win. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but don't you find that a strange thing for me to say? After all, you've already had quite a long life, especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control.
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a work. Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office, too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request, the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to you?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
Hard to say. Fieldwork always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion, even if he is a compatriot.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No, I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
There's no need to be so self-critical. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping?
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved.
Dear me, I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the Second Harbinger, now could I?
How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years.
What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual.
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material, what would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experience.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharva.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often...
Whoa! Why is Candace's shield talking?
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh. Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected. A frontal assault will suffice. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out.
Too easy!
Surrender!
Out of my way! Take this! Watch out!
Fire rate maximum!
Get lost!
Whew. Thank you, Jed.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Pay your dues.
Nowhere to run!
Wait!
Your sins weigh upon your soul!
Look alive! Ha!
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done.
Show no mercy.
Harden up.
Detoxifying. Buckle up! You asked for it!
judgment is upon you.
This body.
Your penance is due!
And snow.
You need to hurry up!
Hear my prayer. Yield.
Feels close!
Look alive! Hi!
Nowhere to run!
Too easy.
Let's get it on!
No escape!
Dead meat!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stay condemned. Your penance is due.
Flee! He shall prevail. Buckle up. Ha! Hi!
Surrender.
Save yourself.
Do your worst.
Nowhere to run. Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Good. Press on.
Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier.
Gloves off.
Look alive! Hi!
Hear my prayer.
Surrender. Through me, justice is served.
Over here!
You stay condemned.
Buckle up!
The merrier.
Nowhere to run.
We shall prevail.
You're exposed! You're dead meat! Look alive! Ha!
Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty.
Fix it.
Look out! It's an amp!
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road now.
Mahamacho Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep her safe?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher. He can handle it.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
Can't see? One with the forest. Enshroud! I'll uproot you! This ought to do it. Wretched vermin!
Fire!
Time!
By everlasting flame!
Behold!
Too slow. Fatui soldiers up ahead.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us. But something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. Much higher than we thought. So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us!
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance...
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses! He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected there to lure us in.
Enough talk! Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are already here.
The wind rises.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary.
All right. Goodbye for now, then. Please tread carefully.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part, we don't need to adjust any of the parameters.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready, we'll set off.
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then, you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon! Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
It's nothing. I just
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Teyvat again? And don't forget...
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo... You're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up...
Fine.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be. Bye for now.
Initiating connection. Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can...
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
All right, if you insist. I won't argue with you.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs.
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, be on your guard. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot. Swirl of Fury. Behold! Squall and Fury! The wind rises. Squall and Fury! Search forth! The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no! It's...
A trap! Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Nicole? Is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from... It's not the clearest image, but I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam. Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his means of manipulating the environment. You must destroy them.
Is that one of them?
Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Fury.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore. I think he's found us.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers. That's gotta be it.
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
Dodge that attack.
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left. Trust me.
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves. Stay focused.
There's a cliff ahead. Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these too. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert. The wind rises.
Whew. I think we've made it to relative safety.
Whew, goodness.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Take a short rest.
Nicole?
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your... Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in person? After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irmin's Soul, once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death indeed. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't...
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of... I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes.
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
Swollen Fury! You're dead! How amusing.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown stronger. Ah, how foolish of me. I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done.
Oh, will I now?
Search for it! Cry loud! The wind rises.
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I can ask you the same question! I'll distract Dottore. You focus on the mission.
Got it.
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
Outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
timing.
Dottore, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Huh.
My strength is fading!
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from it.
For extracting the information from Irminsul, just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness.
The wind rises.
Now!
I admire your attempt to introduce a new variable, but it's nowhere near enough.
Let's wait for you a little.
Squall and Fury. That's far enough. Search for it.
Commit it to memory. Scorch and burn. Let's wait for you a little.
A petty trick.
Behold.
Roll. Time to ignite.
Squall and Fury.
All before you! Blade of the primal flame!
You're dead. Cry louder.
Sharing my knowledge.
You won't just...
They're so close. Just hold on a little longer. I'll hold him up. Traveler, Hat Guy, the rest is up to you.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
It's time!
Say your prayers!
Stay on the offensive, but watch your back.
It's time!
Say your prayers!
Time to attack.
The wind rises. Squall and Fury. Upon the gale.
It's time!
Say your prayers!
Primal flame!
Behold! Follow. Finally. Time.
It's time!
Say your prayers!
Let's try this. Muso no Hitotaki!
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Blessed One of Wisdom, Mahakosaladhama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul? It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
This is my decision. Irminsul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Irminsul is the original tree of Teyvat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The 7 Archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again, Lord of Dendro.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old Segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zandik for the original specimen. Of all the Segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zondik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zondik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zondik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zondik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for help!
Surely he would be rescued, Zondik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zondik was too selfish for that.
Don't forget, you're one of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zondiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
What a magnificent fire. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality. You claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human, after all. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to...
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came, contract in hand, to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally completed my creation.
I'm afraid your journey ends...
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else?
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
I could have carried out many more experiments. But to me, Lord of Dendro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you.
Experiment. It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know exactly what I mean.
Indeed. I can see no further outcomes. Ha. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within yourself.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on living.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along.
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to as experiments, they are events that take place in the real world. And they are so much more than mere goodbye. We will never meet again.